everyone. At the time of recording this, at about midday on the 2nd of July, Stranger Things 4 hasn't even been out for 24 hours. It came out at 5 o'clock last night, and I've already seen it, and like a lot of my videos, I'm just going to kind of gush over it today because it was good. This will be a bit of a shorter review than most of my other ones, as just because it's so recent, I don't want to spoil anything. There's a lot of people on YouTube I see. In my recommended, I opened it up and the first video that came up was Stranger Things Season 4 Volume 2 Ending Explained, with thumbnails showing the very last scene in the show. What the fuck? What the fuck? Fuck those kind of people. Anyway, spoilers for Season 1, 2 and 3, obviously, because Season 4 leads on from those seasons, but you've probably seen them anyway. So Stranger Things Season 4, as I've already said, is great. It is absolutely riveting. It follows 3 storylines, one in California with Elle, Will and Joyce, one in Russia with Hopper, and one in Hawkins with Lucas, Max and Dustin. And yes, Hopper is alive, which we all know that, but that's one little gripe I have with this show, is that at the end of Season 3, the weight of his death was so big and crucial, and I feel like having that death just be a bit of a fake out kind of undermines the overall kind of stakes of Season 3. Enough on that, but I did actually go into Stranger Things 4 expecting to hate it because of that. I thought it was really, really bad. I was really pissed off. But I'm always glad that I did go into the show pissed off, because I was blown away by every single thing. Aside from Hopper's fake out, I did have another minor problem with this show, and that would have been its length. It's a really long season, and you can feel its length, especially in the first 2 episodes. It does feel a little bloated at times, and the last episode of this show is 2.5 hours long, which is crazy. But it's a very, very small gripe, as everything else really, really does pay off to me. It feels very rewarding once you get to the end of it. The length of it felt necessary. It's just, in the first 2 episodes, I was like, it's meandering a bit, and I'm not exactly sure what to think. The first 6 episodes of this season are just a really slow, ominous build-up to an absolutely cathartic and bonkers final 3 episodes like I have just never seen. The amount of creativity and imagination that went into this season is just unbelievable. The first 3 seasons are great. Don't get me wrong, but this one is so genius and so creative. I legitimately felt like the story was written by Stephen King. It was that creative. It was that bonkers. The new characters are amazing. I won't say too much, but Eddie and Argyle, the horror side of things in this season is jaw-dropping too. Everything that happens, it's just wow. It's a much scarier than the first 3 seasons. The plot of this season, while it comes across as convoluted while you're in the middle of it, is handled really, really well, and the way all the loose ends just tie together in a nice little bow by the end of the show is just outstandingly done. This season is also really metal too, which is cool because there's one scene which I'm not going to spoil it, but it literally made my metal brain just explode. I was watching it and I was like, the stakes felt high too in this season. I struggled to watch some bits of this show, this season in particular, just because of how just life-threatening every situation felt. I was like, how the hell are they going to get out of this? This is insane. It also has an extremely rewarding yet extremely unsettling ending too, which just perfectly sets up the 5th and final season of the show. I couldn't be happier with the way this season wrapped things up, and I wasn't expecting to say this, but I cannot wait for Season 5. And although I did say no spoilers, I'll put a little minor spoiler warning tag here for the last episode. It's not really a spoiler, but in case you don't want to know a single drop of detail, then just skip over the little part with the bar here. One of the characters is reading The Talisman by Stephen King and Peter Straub in the last episode of this, which is a nice little Easter egg, as the Duffers are actually adapting The Talisman into a series, which they're doing with Steven Spielberg. Overall, I love Stranger Things Season 4 so much. I might just be riding off of the high of it after finishing it, but I think it's my favourite season so far, which I never would have expected to say, because I just, was expecting to hate this season so much. I thought it was going to be a big cash grab. But it gives me so much pleasure to say that I'm going to give Stranger Things Season 4 easily 5 stars. It is amazing. Alright, thanks very much for watching this little gush. I hope you enjoyed it. I really, really recommend checking out this season. Give Season 4 a chance, because it is really, really fucking good. Alright, see you later.